sight's too low, man. I don't know where, you know, I don't know how. Obviously, you're in Germany. I'm in the UK. I live a different life too. But I think you see things negative first, as opposed to, you know, it's like yourself, Wayne, and it's like you, Butch, being out in Germany. You know, up until I got back in touch with Wayne, I didn't know black people lived in Germany. I didn't know that you could go out there and see all that colour, and that there was friendly and people spoke. I thought Germans was rude. I thought there was this, I was that. So, you know what I mean? Everyone's got a perception.
Well, don't forget, German. Don't get it twisted. Germans are rude, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Germans are rude.
The ones I encountered were all right. You know, smile, everything else. But I think when you look at things, you know, and obviously, you know, I don't know where it's come from, but your worldview is so much different to my own. So much more different. Even though I've watched all, you know, the Black Lives Matter thing, everything else, you know, I'm part of the movement, blah, blah, but your view of the world is so much different to mine in terms of the limitations you put on people of colour.
No, you know what it is? You know what it is? I try and stay in, like, because look, I'm quite blessed myself, you know, I'm all right, I'm chilling.
That's what I'm saying.
Outside and stuff, you know, a house is nice. I'm living all right, but I still try and stay real and still understand the struggle is still there. You know what I mean? The struggle is still there, man.
The thing is, though, what you got to also remember is if you're doing all right, then, and you're doing well, and you're in Germany, and you're someone who's gone from another country and learned another language, you're actually a role model. So as a role model, should you be saying to people, oh, woe is it for you? All you guys, you can't do what I do. You ain't going to get nowhere. Or should you be saying, yo, look at what I've achieved. Look at what you can become. You can go to another country. You can learn another language. You can teach yourself how to play the piano. You know what I mean? As opposed to, oh, man, you're black, then life's... You know what I mean? You got to switch that switch, man. Flick that switch.
Well, look at me, man. I've got 11 living siblings, you know, who were all born with musical talent. I decided when I was a little boy that I was going to do everything I could to parlay this shit into fame. If I got a little bit of fame, never made the fortune, but I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay. But my family, they have just as much talent as I do, but they decided to go and get jobs.
That's
jobs that make them miserable.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
So it's about choices.
And a guy told me a long time ago. Yeah, people want to be safe. They want to have that paycheck. But what that paycheck does, yeah, you know, you're going to have it on the first of every month. But what it also does is it limits you to what somebody else decides your time is worth.
Yeah. Now, and this is where, I will say,
a guy told me a long time ago.
This is why I will say, to a degree, there is some conditioning going on, because if you think of the people who influence us as youngers.
Well, the whole education system, the public education system is designed to create obedient workers.
Go and get a job, blah, blah. Even your parents, oh yeah, go to school, get the best grades, get this, get that, get a good job. So if you think about it, for you to be one of 11 to say, you know something, no, I'm going to go against the trend, that is good. Where they've zigged, you've zagged, if that makes sense. Everybody else went safe. You went, no, man, I'm going to take a risk, take a chance on myself. Now, this is what I'm saying to you, Wayne. As a person, whether it doesn't matter what colour you are, it's whether you're willing to take a chance on yourself. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, green, yellow, does not matter. You're prepared to take a chance on yourself. That's when the magic can happen. That's when you can have new experiences. That's when you can utilize your natural God-given skills like Butch and actually turn a coin from it. So wait for you to sit there and go, whoa, man, woe is this, woe is that. Man, you can't do it, man, because you're not sitting there in that situation right now. You can go out and still do things right now.
But do you think it starts off younger, though, man? Like you said, do you think it starts off like...
That being said, now, I believe on the other side of the coin who are trying. You can either accept the victimization that they try to put on you, or you can say, I'm not the one.
Move on, man.
You know?
Move on.
I think black people in general accept the lot that is put on them.
Glass half full.
You know, I think
it's easy, right? When something,
I think you accept it, but
when something negative happens, it's easy to say, "Oh, it's the other man's fault. It's their fault. The reason why this is happening is," even though it's got nothing to do with them. And that's what some families grow up hearing all the time. So if you think about it, you're told the same thing every day.
Dude, I had it. I had it in my own household growing up.
Yeah.
I had it in my own household growing up. My father told me his favorite thing was, "Butch, sit down and shut up. You know, you're not special."
Yeah, there you go.
Everybody in this family. Yeah. You know, I learned to play the cello. You know, my father told me black people don't play the cello.
Yeah.
You know
Because
what I mean?
we are the architects of our own downfall then.
You know what I mean?
Well,
it's like
we were.
You grew up in. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, I'll say you're not about your dad and the cello.
No, yeah, I thought he was trying to say something. Yeah, I joined the All City Youth Orchestra, and I was able to become the first chair cellist. I got all the cello solos, you know.
Oh.
But my father, he kept telling me, you think you're better than the rest of us. He said his favorite thing was, you ain't shit.
And this is the thing,
you're
you
not
see,
better than anybody else.
And this is where the learned behaviours come from, because if you think about it, as a father, you as a father, me as a father, we would be the complete opposite. In that our children do something and it's, whoa, wow, brilliant, well done, blah, 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 blah. And I think that negativity which some people grew up with from their parents, which was pain, which was caused by pain and racism and everything else, that's been, I think, a factor in the psychology and how some of our people, our community are right now, because they're living that pain, or they've lived that pain through their parents.
There's a book that everybody should read. I think every black man should read the book called Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. And what it is we carry that around with us. Oh, our people have it so bad because of slavery.
Post-traumatic.
You know? And I think there's a lot of slave syndrome.
Slave.
I'm looking at it now. Post. So we can.
The thing is, there's a lot of behaviours.
Everybody.
Oh, it's not unaudible.
Well, there's a lot of things that happened that are still happening, and they, like, the welfare system is designed to keep black people down. As they say, and these entitlements, but it's not, but you hear about all the black people that are on the welfare system, but what people don't realize is that there are more white people on welfare than there are black people on welfare. You know what I mean?
But again, it's the square box.
Absolutely, and it's like they want to teach you that you're not as good. They want you to accept that, just like affirmative action. They have the quota system. Well, this university has to have a certain number of black people there, whether they're qualified or not. You know, and that makes the white students resent the black students. It's like the quota systems, the racism that exists in a lot of these institutions perpetuates that stereotype that we are not qualified to do the same things that they do. You know, and we can either accept that or we can fight it. A guy told me when I was in my 20s, he said to me, Butch, it takes a lifetime to make a living. but you can take one good idea and make it work for you, and you'll never have to work a day in your life.
Yeah.
And everybody said this guy was full of shit, and he was a bullshit artist, and because he kept coming up with these get rich quick schemes, you know. He said, "Yeah, Butch, I'm gonna keep coming up with these schemes. Only one of them has to work."
Yeah.
You know, you know what I mean? And he came up with this system, and he ended up, it was a barter system where he would put businesses that were cash poor, like say for instance you got a restaurant, you know, and you need to have linen service for your tablecloths and all this shit.
Yeah.
But this person over here has a linen service, and he wants to be able to have cheap food for his employees when he comes into town. So he would put people in touch with, you know, where they would be able to exchange goods and services, you know. And as the middleman, as the broker, putting all these businesses in touch with each other, this guy was making money. And all it was a fucking idea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can come up with shit like that. And I wasted a lot of years. I swear I did. I wasted a lot of years working for people that were dumbasses just because I needed a job.
Yeah, that's true, man.
People who couldn't rub two intelligent sentences together if it saved their life.
Yeah.
You know?
This guy makes me want to quit my job, man.
I was caught because I was caught in a situation where I had a lazy wife at home and kids to feed. You know, I ended up dropping out of college to go and get a job working for idiots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And that was gonna be my destiny until I said, you know what, fuck this. I'm talented. I can make money doing this shit. There's people throwing money at me to come and sing in their fucking church, to come and sing in their club, to come and sing over here in the studio. You know, why am I killing myself working? Dude, I was a fucking restaurant manager, and I was turning down jobs, right? If I had taken a job on Friday and Saturday and taken this Jewish wedding on Sunday, that's my monthly salary on one weekend. Yeah. But I can't take this money because the weekend is my busiest time in the restaurant. Crazy. What the hell kind of an idiot was I?
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I mean?
Man. Yeah.
But that security blanket, man, is a powerful thing. You know, that regular paycheck is a powerful thing.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up, man, because it's kind of it's one of those days today.
I'm sorry, I went off on another tangent.
No, it's okay. It's fine. No, it's not because of you or anything. Just we're gonna wrap it up now. What's it called? But then next week, hopefully, we'll have a big two. We're supposed to have a guest today, but she didn't come on, man. I don't know. She must be asleep or something from America, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, guys, man.
What's her name?
Lisa. I don't know, man. I can't remember.
Because we can put her on blast and say she.
We'll put her on blast next week. No, we're not gonna do that, man. We're not that mean. You know, she's a sister, man. We're gonna support our sisters. Anyway, Nigel, you still with us? Where are you?
I'm here, man.
Okay, you got anything to say, man? Or...
Yeah, man, boy. Just finished off my online course. It'll be ready to go in 2 weeks' time. So I will be dropping links in the group later on this week or next.
Cool, man. Cool, man.
Sam Day, man. Thank you, Sam Day, for inspiring me.
Yeah, I'm about to start my stuff too, man.
Good, man.
I'm doing the research. I got a couple of ideas coming up, man. I got to do some research, and then once I've done that, man, I'm going to start putting it all into video and stuff. Because I got to get on Butch's train and the gravy train, man. Sack this.
For real?
Yeah, man.
For real?
Butch, you got anything to say, man, before we hit on the head?
No, it's just yeah, man. Just this this whole I don't believe that we're victims, you know, and I don't you now Kanye said slavery was a choice, which was a fucking idiotic thing for any human being to say. But what I will say is that I think people choose to be a victim or they choose not to be.
Yeah,
and I think people will try to victimize you as long as they can get away with it. But no, I'm not a victim, and you're not either. Unless you choose to be.
Definitely, I'm gonna get that book anyway, man. Well, the book was called
Post-traumatic slave disorder syndrome.
Post-traumatic slave syndrome.
That's the book I'm reading next after I finish my African history book, man. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you next week, man. Butch, we'll catch up on the conspiracy show, man, later on in the week.
Dude, send me that track.
Yeah, all right, I'll send it, man. I'll send it. All right, guys, see you later, man.
Don't make me come after you. I know where your house is.
I'll send it now. Actually, yeah, I'll send it on WhatsApp. I see it.
All right, cool. Love, peace, and hair grease, y'all.
Yeah, man.